So, can sound heal the body? Well, today I'll be exploring the modern science and spiritual origins of sound healing, solfeggio tones, and give you some tools and techniques to improve your health, and not just plain sound healing too. Hello my friend, Edward here, your holistic guide on a mission to provide you with the tools, techniques and understanding to create the world you desire and step into the life of your dreams. And that's what I call conscious engineering. In my teens, I explored the mysteries through the study of different belief systems ranging from shamanism to Buddhism, and I experimented with various esoteric practices which are now finding their way into the mainstream. These included Tibetan overtone chanting and singing bowls, for example. Now, have you tried these? Let me know in the comments. Sound has always been important to me. Everything from melodies and key changes in music through to the more metaphysical experience with New Age music, Gregorian chant and the aforementioned overtone chanting and singing bowls. Headphones are great for experiencing the technical intricacies of music and sound, but there's something more primal in feeling the music in the body, especially the chants, the bowls, and much of the New Age music I like to listen to. I didn't have the science to explain it 30 odd years ago, and neither did the originators of some of these sound practices, but we do now. Before I jump into the specifics of sound frequencies and solfeggio, I want to explain how they affect the body and why my earlier personal experience of feeling the sound is borne out by today's science. And that's where the vagus nerve comes in. So what is it? Well, the vagus nerve, historically cited as the pneumogastric nerve, is the 10th cranial nerve, or CNX, and it interfaces with the parasympathetic control of the heart, the lungs, and the digestive tract. The vagus nerves are normally referred to in the singular as the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve of the autonomic nervous system in the human body, and it comprises sensory and motor fibers. It connects your brain to your gut and can affect everything from your mood and stress levels to your digestion, heart rate, and immune response. It may also play a major role in inflammation and various chronic diseases if it's not working properly. There are a number of ways to stimulate the vagus nerve and influence your health. Sound is one of them, but here are 10 ways you can explore to improve your overall health. Check with your doctor before making changes in your lifestyle, especially as some of these are a little bit more impactful than others. Now, the following is an abbreviated list of techniques that can be used to stimulate the vagus nerve to enhance your health and well-being. Number 1. Cold exposure. It helps lower your fight or flight response. Think of Wim Hof. Number 2. Breathing exercises. These improve heart rate variability, HRV, and induce a sense of calmness. Number 3. Yoga, Tai Chi, and Qi Gong. These increase the activity of the parasympathetic nervous system. Number 4. Singing, chanting, humming, and gargling. This increases HRV. Number 5, meditation. This increases your vagal tone, which is how the vagus nerve works, and also improves positive emotions. Number 6, laughter, which increases your HRV and mood. Number 7, mild exercise. This stimulates the gut flow to enhance the stomach's ability to process food. Number 8, massage and acupuncture. This increases HRV and lowers your blood pressure. Number 9, probiotics. These reduce anxiety, stress, and depression. And number 10, omega-3 fatty acid. These increase HRV and beneficially affect the nerve, brain, and heart. Now, have you tried any of these? Let me know in the comments below. As part of the parasympathetic system, the vagus nerve allows the body to rest and digest, meaning it's necessary to enable your body to better respond to and recover from stress. Of its many functions, the vagus nerve regulates digestion, heart rate, respiratory rate, and more. It also plays a large role within the microbiome, the gut-brain axis, by sending signals between the gut and the brain via bacteria. And as we begin to understand more, the idea of the mind-body connection becomes more clear. This means our physical and mental well-being are intimately interwoven, and the vagus nerve is a large reason why. Any damage or dysfunction to it can affect your mood, digestion, or cardiovascular system. It's been linked to chronic inflammation as well. An increasing amount of research has found that stimulating the vagus nerve can help reduce symptoms of various conditions, including depression, Alzheimer's disease, obesity, and more. Now, meditations such as the Kirtan Kriya meditation, which you can follow a beginner's guide to this with the full practice here, has been demonstrated to help with stress relief and Alzheimer's, for example. But the easiest methods to introduce these into your daily life are those on 2 to 5 on the list I've just given you. And as my own experience many years ago intuitively taught me, sound, number 4, has been found to have a significant impact. Okay, so let's talk about sound and solfeggio. The understanding of the power of sound predates modern science. The original solfeggio scale was developed by a Benedictine monk, Guido d'Arezzo, and it was used by singers to learn chants and songs more easily. Today, we know the solfeggio scale has 7 ascending notes assigned to the syllables do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. The original scale was actually 6 ascending notes assigned to ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la. The syllables for the scale were taken from a hymn to St. John the Baptist, Ut coeunt laxis, well, excuse the pronunciation, written by Paulus Diaconus. Then in the mid-1970s, Dr. Joseph Pullio, a physician and America's leading herbalist, found 6 electromagnetic sound frequencies that corresponded to the syllables from the hymn to St. John the Baptist. According to the documentation provided in Healing Codes for the Biological Apocalypse, and there's a link below, Dr. Joseph Pullio was introduced through an open vision to the Pythagorean method of numeral reduction, and using this method he discovered the pattern of 6 repeating codes in the Book of Numbers in the Bible, chapter 7, verses 12 through 83. Dr. Joseph Pullio found repetitions of a single issue or subject in the Book of Numbers. In chapter 7, verse 12, he found a reference to the first day. The second day was mentioned in verse 18, the third in verse 24, and so forth, until the final reference in verse 78, which is speaking of the 12th day. The Pythagorean reduction of the verse numbers is, as you can see here on the screen. Do you see the repetition of 3, 9 and 6? Well, this is the first frequency in the scale. He found the next frequency by looking at verse 13, which was speaking of an offering. 6 verses down, which is verse 19, the same offering or idea is repeated. 6 verses down at verse 25, there's another repeat, and so on. Thus, by using the Pythagorean method of reduction, again he discovered a pattern. This pattern is 417, which is the second frequency, and the rest of the frequencies were found using the same method. If you're finding this overview of the science and spirituality of sound interesting, remember to give the like button a boop and help it spread to more seekers like you. Thank you. Each syllable was thoroughly studied by Dr. Pullio and other professional researchers. David Hulse, a sound therapy pioneer with over 40 years of experience, described the tones as follows. Ut. At 396 Hz, it turns grief into joy, liberating guilt and fear. This frequency liberates energy. It cleanses the feelings of guilt, which often represents one of the basic obstacles to realization and manifestation, enabling achievement of the goals in the most direct way. The ut tone releases you from the feeling of guilt and fear by bringing down those defense mechanisms. The 396 Hz frequency searches out hidden blockages, subconscious negative beliefs, and ideas that may have led to your present situations. The re tone, 417 Hz. Undoing situations and facilitating change. The next main tone from the solfeggio scale produces energy to bring about change. This frequency cleanses traumatic experience and clears the destructive influences of past events. When speaking of cellular processes, the tone re encourages the cell and its functions in an optimal way. The 417 Hz frequency puts you in touch with an inexhaustible source of energy that allows you to change your life. The mi tone at 528 Hz. Transformation and miracles, and it repairs your DNA. The tone mi is used to return human DNA to its original perfect state. This frequency brings transformation and miracles into your life. The process of DNA reparation is followed by beneficial effects, an increased amount of life energy, clarity of mind, awareness, awakened or activated creativity, ecstatic states like deep inner peace, dance, and celebration. The tone mi activates your imagination, intention, and intuition to operate for your highest and best purpose. The fa tone, 639 Hz. Relationships, connecting with your spiritual family. It enables creation of harmonious community and harmonious interpersonal relationships. The tone fa can be used for dealing with relationship problems, those in family, between partners, friends, or even social problems. When talking about cellular processes, the 639 frequency can be used to encourage the cell to actually communicate with its own environment. This ancient solfeggio frequency enhances communication, understanding, tolerance, and love. The sol frequency at 714 Hz. Expression, solutions, cleaning and solving. It cleans the cell from toxins. Frequent use of the 741 Hz leads to a healthier, simpler life, and also to changes in diet towards foods which are not poisoned by various kinds of toxins. The tone sol cleans the cell from different kinds of electromagnetic radiations also. Another application of this sound frequency is solving problems of any nature. The fifth frequency here on the solfeggio scale will also lead you into the power of self-expression, which results in a pure and stable life. The la frequency at 852 Hz, returning to spiritual order. Tone La is linked to your ability to see through the illusions of life, such as hidden agendas of people, places and things. This frequency can be used as a means for opening a person up for communication with the all-embracing spirit. It raises awareness and lets you return to spiritual order. Now, regarding cellular processes, 852 Hz enables the cell to transform itself into a system of higher levels. Mathematically, the scale has been extended in both directions with natural harmonics around the 3, 6 and 9 frequencies. The full scale now starts at 174 Hz, which reduces pain, through 285 Hz to influence energy fields, then into 396 Hz, 417, 528, 639, 741 and 852 as we've seen from our scale here, then up to 963 Hz, which awakens the perfect state. The Solfeggio scale has also been linked to the chakras, as you can see on this chart on screen, and I'll link to an article on my blog where you can find this also. Plus, I've got a playlist on this channel with an hour of pure solfeggio music for each of the principal frequencies I've talked about here, plus some guided meditations for each chakra, and I'll link to this below also. It's all very well me saying science says, so I thought I'd explain a little of this here for those of you who might be wondering if this is just woo-woo and pseudoscience. The scientific community began studying the links between the type of music played and the variety of physical effects on the human body. In 1988, biochemist Dr. Glenn Ryan made a discovery that confirmed what the ancient spiritual traditions understood when he tested the impact of different music on the human DNA. Ryan exposed similar DNA vials to 4 kinds of music with different frequencies: Gregorian chants, Sanskrit chants, classical and rock. By measuring the rate of UV light absorption, an essential function of healthy DNA, Ryan was able to assess the effects of each type of music. The results might make you reconsider the type of music you listen to when you want to relax. Gregorian and Sanskrit chants had the most positive healing effects by increasing UV light absorption between 5 and 9%. The classical music increased UV absorption by a small amount, and rock music decreased UV light absorption, actually harming the DNA, which is a bummer because I do enjoy symphonic metal from time to time. Ryan's research supported the theory that sound frequencies do produce physical effects, for better or for worse, on your health and well-being. And since Ryan's illuminating discovery, further research has come to light that shows solfeggio frequencies have a profound mental, emotional and physical effect. Additionally, this understanding has led to music therapy becoming established as a branch of the health profession to help individuals therapeutically using various aspects of sounds. Remember to click the like button if you're finding this introduction to the science and spiritual origins of sound healing and solfeggio. Thank you. Sounds have long been known to have a profound effect on the human mind and body, long before they became scientifically proven, and we have benefited from them since the dawn of time without needing this proof. Just take a long walk in the woods one afternoon by a babbling brook and tune into the sounds of the breeze through the trees and the birdsong. You'll feel the difference in a very short time. And in Japan, this is called Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, and it's medically prescribed as a treatment for ailments such as depression and many more. It is reassuring to know that not everything woo-woo is unscientific, even if science may not yet have caught up. Arthur C. Clarke is famously quoted as saying, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." And I think the magic of our ancestors is simply something as yet unproven and not something to be dismissed just because it doesn't fit within our adopted worldview. And for more clarity on this statement, watch my I read 120 personal development books and learned these 2 secrets video, which I'll also link below. So where can you listen to solfeggio sounds today? Well, there's a plethora of sources available. When I first started, you either had to go to a live seminar, listen to others chanting, or buy a CD. Here are some of my preferred sources to get you started. Just search for solfeggio on the free Insight Timer or Solvana apps, or even on Spotify, and I'll link a good playlist in the description below. Stream or buy some Gregorian chant. Stream or buy some new age music. Now, I gravitate to the more etheric and natural sounds as they're more aligned to solfeggio without actually being solfeggio. And some of the artists and albums I recommend are Midori or Medwin Goodall, it's the same artist. Spectrum Suite by Stephen Halpern, Inward Harmony by Marcy Ham, Tibetan Monastery, which is authentic natural sounds, or I stream singing bowl compositions. Now, I enjoy Mylan Moritz, though there are many others too. I tried quite a few compositions that contain solfeggio tones and those that are single, pure frequency. They can sound jarring at times because there's no variation, but not all sounds are created equal, so you may need to try different ones until you find the one that resonates, quite literally, with you. I prefer to physically experience the sound when I can because I believe that physical stimulation of the vagus nerve, not just auditory, actually yields a greater benefit. Remember how you feel when you sing in the shower? It's the physical reverberation that is enhancing the experience. Now, have you got a favourite spiritual sound or frequency? Maybe a mantra or composition? Let me know in the comments below. To round out this overview and actually go a little further than just pure solfeggio, I thought I should touch on binaural beats and hypnosis. Binaural beats are an extension of the original sound therapy, based on primitive or solfeggio tones, and it enhances it with binaural tones, which activate relaxed brainwave states to create specific effects. Binaural beats are actually two different frequencies which are slightly out of phase with each other, but when combined via headphones, the brain generates the desired resonance within your mind to generate the required effect. And hypnosis is a technique involving focused attention, reduced peripheral awareness, and an enhanced capacity to respond to suggestion. It's not about sending you to sleep or controlling you to do things you don't want to, like strutting around as a chicken in a supermarket. In a professional setting, it is a focused tool to help target specific issues, and neuroscience supports this as a healing tool. I got a number of CDs from Anna Thompson which blend solfeggio tones and binaural beats to induce deep relaxation, and they're coupled with the spoken guidance, which is the hypnosis. I find these extremely therapeutic, and the fusion of these tones with the occasional guidance from Anna is designed to help you achieve specific goals or release blocks, such as better sleep, better self-esteem, weight loss, improved performance, greater prosperity, trust, healing, help with addiction, enhanced moods, and spiritual growth. You can experience the solfeggio sounds for yourself in my playlist here. And until next time, my friend, live your light.
Hello there.
Of the autonomic nervous number 5. Number 5. Get on with it. Hello. Biochemist, he kissed his bio. Sound elves? What the hell are sound elves? Extension of the original Thanos? Snap.